Hello everyone, in this video we will see about traverse surveying. First we will start with explaining what is a traverse and then we will follow the calculations involved in calculating a traverse, especially closing error. I will be solving some examples based on it. So first of all, what is traverse surveying? Suppose you have point A and next you have point B. Now you want to establish point C. So by linear measurement and angular measurement you will measure the location of point C accurately. Now again you have D. You have linear measurement and you have angular measurement, and similarly from D you go back to A. So with the help of angular and linear measurements you are locating the stations A, B, C and D. So each survey station is located by measuring the adjacent angles and length. This is known as traverse surveying, and this polygon ABCD, this network is known as traverse. This is a, if suppose it is not, C is not joining A, it is a open traverse, and this is a closed traverse. Traverse is as simple as this. Now let us see what are the calculations involved in traverse surveying. First we have to know the coordinates of a point. Suppose if it's a point A, you want to know the coordinates of a point. Suppose you have the reference meridian north south, so this will be east and this will be west. So from here you will know the length L, and let this be the bearing in whole circle bearing terms theta. So we have two terms, latitude and departure. Latitude is nothing but which is parallel to the reference median. This is latitude which is represented by L. It is parallel to north south, and departure is, it is perpendicular to north south. This is departure. So suppose if this is L and the bearing is theta, L equal to latitude equal to L cos theta and departure equal to L sin theta. Even if you forget this formula, you can remember this particular thing. Latitude is parallel to north south direction, so L equal to L cos theta, departure is L sin theta. And if latitude and departure lie in this quadrant, both are positive. But if latitude and departure lie in this quadrant, here if you see, latitude is negative. This is latitude and this is departure. Latitude is parallel to reference median, so latitude here is towards the south, so it is negative. Departure is positive, and similarly negative, negative, and this is positive. Departure is negative. So in case of departure, if you go this side, that is towards the west, it is negative. Towards the east, it is positive. And similarly for latitude, towards the north, it is positive, and towards the south, it is negative. This is with respect to the origin O. And this theta, it is as in reduced bearing terms. In whole circle bearing terms, you measure the whole clockwise angle like this, but reduced bearing you measure only which is closest to the north south. So this is theta as in reduced bearing, and this is theta as in whole circle bearing. So here is theta as in reduced bearing terms. Now let us see, when you do traversing, there will be some closing errors involved. Suppose you start with point A and you measure linearly and angularly point B. Then you go to point C, and then when again you close this, you may find that it won't close exactly, some error will be there. It is because during survey you did some mistake, so there is closing error. Let us see this more clearly. Suppose this was the original line AB. B was here and A was here, but when you did survey, you did a small mistake. So you measured B to be here. So you have done an error of this much in latitude and this much in departure. If you see here, this much you have made an error. Again when you do see, this error will keep on adding to each other and this would not close. So this is called closing error. So how to check closing error? If you have done some linear measurement as wrong, you have to redo it again. That's the only way. But when you have done mistake in calculating this angle, you can easily check because sum of this internal angles, all the sum of this internal angles will be equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degrees. N is 3 here because there are 3 sides. I mean 3 nodes are there, so 3 sides. So 2 into 3 is 6, 6 minus 4 2. For a triangle it is 180 degree. So if you check this angle, these 3 angles sum, it should be 180 degree. Then whatever you have done is correct. So this is the check. And suppose if you have measured the deflection angle, this is included angle, the outer angle, exterior angle is deflection angle. This sum should be equal to 2n plus 4 into 90 degree. It is nothing but each external angle is 360 degree minus theta. So if you do here, it is 360 degree into n sides minus 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. So this will work out as 2n plus 4 into 90 degree. Anyway, you can just remember this. The sum of included angle should be 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. And also back bearing minus 4 bearing, or the vice versa, should be, the difference should be 180 degree. Otherwise you have done some angular mistake. Now let us see what are the terms associated with closing error. Suppose if this was the point A, B and C. So if you see here, this is the closing error. If you zoom this more and see, so this is the closing error. Let us denote this by E. So this will be latitude and this will be departure, sigma L and sigma D. This will be L1, L2, L1, D1, L2, D2, L3, D3. For each side you will have a latitude and departure. So if this is E, this will be sigma L and sigma D. So error is root of sigma L the whole square plus sigma D the whole square. And what is the bearing of this error? This is north-south direction, so I am drawing the bearing here. So tan theta equal to, as in reduced bearing terms, tan theta equal to sigma D by sigma L. So theta is the bearing of the closing error. If you want to understand this more clearly, suppose you are drawing from say point A, you have gone to B, and departure is perpendicular to the reference meridian, so you measure it as 4 meter. From A to B, this measurement is 4 meter. Now from B you go to point C, so this you measure it as 1 meter. From C again you are going to point D, this you measure as 8 meter, departure. Everything is departure measurement. From D again you come back to A, which you measure as 4 meter. So if you see here, let us calculate sigma D here. AB, it is minus 4 because it is going towards west side, and from B to C it is going towards east side. This was going towards west side, so I took minus 4. This is going towards east side, so I am taking plus 1. From C to D again it is going towards east side, so it is plus 8. From D to A again it is going towards west side, so minus 4. If you solve this, you will get 1. So this 1 meter is the departure error. Similarly, if you have latitude error of say it is 1 meter, then E equal to root of 1 square plus 1 square equal to root of 2, and tan theta will be 1 by 1, which is theta will be 45 degree. So 45 degree will be the bearing angle of the closing error. Now let us solve an example related to this. Before that, I forgot to tell, you saw tan theta equal to sigma d by sigma L and error as sigma L the whole square plus sigma d the whole square. Now we have another term which is relative error. Relative error of traverse. That is nothing but E divided by perimeter. Suppose this was A, B, C, D and you have closing error as E, and if you measure L1, L2, L3, L4, perimeter is the sum of all sides, so E by P. So that is relative error of traverse. Now let us solve this sum. They have given that closed loop traverse of 1 kilometer total length. So perimeter is 1 kilometer, which is equal to 1000 meter. They have also given the closing errors in departure and latitude. It is always better to draw a diagram. So you should always have theta with respect to the north-south angle, north-south reference. So they have given departure as 0.3 meter. Departure is perpendicular to reference median, and latitude they have given 0.4 meter. So they have given asked for the relative precision of the traverse. So when you are measuring for 1000 meters, how much error have you made? So error will be root of 0.3 the whole square plus 0.4 the whole square. If you solve this, you will get it as 0.5. So it is 0.5 meter by 1000 meter, which is 1:2000. So the answer is option D here. That is the relative precision of this traverse. Now let us solve one more question. So they are telling there is a closed traverse A, B, C, D. And they have given the length of each line A, B, B, C, C, D and bearing of A, B, B, C, C, D. Here they have used whole circle bearing. It is not necessary that you have to convert into reduced bearing, because departure is L sin theta. You can directly use L sin 140 degree, or you can convert it into reduced bearing terms, find the sign and then use it. Both will give you same answer. So here you can directly use it. So what do we know? We know that sigma L equal to 0 and sigma D equal to 0, because when you complete the traverse, there should be no error in latitude or departure. So first let us solve for sigma L equal to 0. It is 70 cos 140 degree plus 200 cos 40 degree plus 40 cos 340 degree plus dA cos theta. Let us say this bearing is theta and let us denote this by L. So L cos theta equal to 0. If you solve this, you will get L cos theta equal to minus 419.1. Similarly, you should solve for sigma D equal to 0. That is 70 sin 140 plus 200 sin 140 plus 40 sin 340 plus L sin theta equal to 0. If you solve this, you will get L sin theta as minus 159.9. So we have tan theta equal to minus 159.9 divided by, I think this will come around minus 137.1. So minus 159.9 by 137.1. So you will get theta as 49.39 degree. Here latitude is also in minus sign, departure is also in minus sign. So it lies here in this quadrant. So this is the theta we have. So in whole circle bearing terms, theta in whole circle bearing terms will be 180 degree plus 49.39 degree equal to 229.39 degree is the theta. Now we have to find out length L. L equal to, we know it is root of h square plus y square, because we know the departure and latitude, which I am using it as x and y, that is L cos theta the whole square plus L sin theta the whole square, which is equal to root of 137.1 square plus 159.9 square. If you solve this, you will get length as 210.6 meters. So this is the length which we are looking for. I hope you guys understood traverse surveying now. In the next video, we will see about how to adjust angles. Like suppose if you have done a mistake, how to adjust it for all the sides and how to adjust the angles for all the sides using Bowditch's rule. We will see that in the next video. Thank you for watching. To continue to watch more videos, please subscribe to our channel.